Hello, EveryDF, and welcome to the quarterfinals of the losers bracket of the NDBL Season 3. We didn't quite make it into playoffs. In fact, we were quite far away from it. But don't worry about that, because there's still more videos in this, despite the fact that all the other videos are late. But also, don't worry about that either. We're in the losers bracket, or what I like to call the secondary playoffs, but really, it's the losers bracket, and that's the way to make it the least confusing for you all watching. Basically, it's a 16-person league, and the top 8 teams after the regular season made it to the playoffs, where they'll be competing to see who is the NDBL Season 3 champion. And the bottom 8 teams, which the Florida Flygons are in, are going to be competing for the number 1 pick during Season 4 of the NDBL. So, there's still actually stuff online that we want to win, but it's going to be difficult. And to do so, we're going to have to win 3 matches in a row, basically. Because there's 8 teams, we got the number 4 seed within these 8 teams, the number 12 seed overall. So we are better than 4 teams in this little bracket, just based on numbers alone, but not as good as the top 3. Hopefully that makes enough sense. So yeah, this week we're up against the number 5 seed, because they're doing number 1 seed versus number 8, number 2 seed versus number 7, number 3 seed versus number 6, and number 4 seed, us versus number 5, the Atlanta Aegislash. That might sound like a familiar name, because in week 2 of this season we went up against the Atlanta Aegislash in one of, if not my favourite Draft League match I have ever been a part of. It was incredibly close. It came down to the very final turn to see who would win, and it was so much fun. We lost, but it was still incredibly fun. We lost by 1 Pokemon. They had a Choice Scarf Dragapult, which was faster than our Ribombee, and the Dragapult managed to pick them up a victory there. Ribombee did not come this week because they've actually made a few changes to their team. The coach of this team, Voldark, I think Voldark is the one who's in charge of the season. They were appointed moderator, and they've been doing a really great job of being in charge the whole time. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to check quickly because I wouldn't want to get that wrong. Yes, Voldark and Ants were the moderators of this season, and Voldark is who we're up against now. Voldark managed to finish this season with the Atlanta Aegislashes with 3 wins, 7 losses, and a negative 23 differential. Your Florida Flygons managed to finish with 3 wins, 7 losses, and a negative 12 differential. So, quite close. We both got 3 wins, 7 losses. They managed to beat us, but we lost our games closer after the fact, really. That's all the difference. I've adapted the team since last time. Last time, our team, I believe, was T-Chicken Frank, Scarlet Panoptes, Komala named Spirit, and Dokvar the Ribombee. That's changed this time, as you can see, but also so has their team. They have a very different team this time than they had last time, because they replaced quite a few Pokemon. I'm going to go through all the Pokemon they have, and I'll try to focus mainly on the big threats, the ones they bought last time, and the ones they've replaced. So first of all is Dragapult. Dragapult was their first pick. In Season 2, Voldark won this tournament and got the first pick, and their choice was Dragapult, the Dragon Ghost type, an incredibly fast, incredibly terrifying Pokemon. It does not have a core weakness, but it has 2 types, so it's probably one of the most terrifying pseudo-legendaries out there. This thing absolutely destroys our team, and I've had to really work around it and find ways that we can deal with it. Last time they had Mega Gallade, who they actually brought to their match against us. They dropped Mega Gallade in exchange for Mega Tyranitar. A Mega Tyranitar is a not very fast but incredibly powerful Pokemon, decently bulky. It's got the Rock Dark type, and another pseudo-legendary on their team. It does have that quad weakness to fighting, which we're going to want to try to take advantage of. As you can see, T-Chicken is the first Pokemon we decided to bring this week. Darmanitan is tied for their kill leader with 6 kills in total and is absolutely terrifying. I was going to bring a Mungus, but then that means about half of our team would be weak to Darmanitan, and I couldn't really risk that because this thing is a threat. As their kill leader, this thing is obviously always going to be a threat to everyone on our team. It can hit very, very hard, pure fire type, has access to sheer force, so that's just going to hurt no matter what. Yeah, it's a very scary Pokemon. Florida just did not come last time, and I don't expect it to come this time. because we are bringing Scarlet, the Scizor, who's pretty much built to deal with Florges. It's not too worrying with Pokemon because it didn't come last time. We do have Zapdos and Franka both weak to Florges, but if it does come, we have ways to work around it. Bronzong also did not come last time. A Steel Psychic type has access to like Levitate and Heat Proof, so it can mitigate its weaknesses. Ooh, that's a big word I use there, mitigate. So I'm not too worried about that. It does have access to things like a Rapid Spin, so setting up hazards might be a problem, but anyway, it's not too worrying Pokemon because it didn't come last time. Vileplume, the Vileplume did come last time though. Vileplume is a very solid Pokemon, Grass Poison type. I'm not too worried about it because pretty much everything on our team deals with it. Yeah, nothing on this thing isn't good against anything we're bringing. So if they decide to bring it again, that would be great for us. Maldo, who also they bought last time, very scary rock bug type, good at rapid spinning and setting up Stealth Rocks. If they bring it again, it's a pain to some of our team, but we can deal with it. It's only really a threat to Frostbite. Zapdos. Zapdos is probably the most terrifying Pokemon on their team. So after the match, Sir Kill, one of the most incredible players in the league, an incredibly great player, actually commented on our video because that's one of the few videos I've managed to get up this season. I am going to get the other ones up. I swear they just won't be as high quality. I'm cutting out some of the more complex stuff just so I can get the videos out eventually. I promise. Zapdos is actually a great counter to our team. It's an incredible counter to both Galarian Zapdos and Scizor. So, but Sir Kill actually gave us, in the comments of the video, you can check that out, they brought a Scizor set, which like a move pool that would actually be pretty decent against Galarian, against regular Zapdos, so I'm using that. I'll go onto that in a second. Cloyster is one of their new Pokemon. And they've got 4 new Pokemon. Cloyster is one of them. Cloyster is a water ice type. It's another Pokemon with Rapid Spin, so it looks like they definitely want to get rid of Stealth Fox if they get the chance. It's replacing their Greninja, so they don't have a Dark type on the team, which is good for Panoptes, but of course it's a water ice type, so bad for Panoptes. Another one of them ones, another Rapid Spinner is Hitmontop. This thing replaced one of their Pokemon last time. Either their Steelix or something else. I honestly can't remember, but don't worry about it. You can watch the video to figure it out. Not too worried about Hitmontop, we've got ways to work around it. And finally, Mudsdale, pure ground type, replaced their Steelix. It means they have a ground type, which they didn't really have last time. Anyway, yeah, that's their team. Very, very scary, but we can defeat it. Sorry, this is going to be a long team builder. Let's hop into the Pokemon we're bringing this time. First of all, T-Chicken, Zapdos Galarian, with 9 kills, making it our team's personal kill leader so far. Frank's very close behind with 8 kills, so it'd be great if Frank could, if one of them, I would like to get them both to 10 kills, that would be amazing. Actually, I'd like them both to destroy the opponent's team without remorse. We're running Close Combat, Brave Bird, U-Turn, and Stomping Tantrum. Close Combat is there because it does a lot of damage to a lot of their team. Mostly Tyranitar, Cloyster doesn't like it, Maldo doesn't like it. The only ones that, of course, actually want to deal with that is like Dragapult. Brave Bird is there for Dragapult, mostly U-Turn is there for that momentum getting in and out. And finally, Stomping Tantrum is here for the Darmanitan. Yeah. We're running Choice Scarf this time, so this thing is the fastest thing on our team. That Dragapult is probably going to run Choice Scarf, because that's what they won last time, and that's the reason they won. So I'm almost certain that Dragapult is going to be running Choice Scarf, meaning our Maldo is the only Pokemon that's likely to have a Z move on it. But Dragapult can also be running their Z move. We're going to have to move, so we're going to have to take hits from Dragapult no matter what. So I tried to bring ones that can take hits from Dragapult. If we do get weakened down too much, the Dragapult can sweep, and there's pretty much nothing we can do about that because Dragapult is just such a devastatingly good Pokemon. We're as fast as possible as be the rest of their team and try to just destroy them. Frostbite, a new Pokemon this week. Frostbite did not come last time, so hopefully it can change the game. Frostbite at full HP can take hits from Dragapult. It can take either a Draco Meteor or a Flamethrower and refrigerate, return always destroys Dragapult. There is no set apart from Focus Sash that Dragapult can run that takes return. It almost kills Dragapult twice over. I'm also running Spikes because setting that up to like whittle down their team if they want to switch out a lot would be great, but they do have a lot of rapid spinners. Earthquake is there for things like the Domanitan and the Tyranitar. And finally, Explosion is just, if I need to fire that off, something just dies. That thing is Frostbite, but something else will probably take a lot of damage as well, because a Refrigerate boosts the attack insanely. Also, we're running Max Speed, Max Attack. I might want to change that to be Max Special Defense, but I'll check that afterwards and I'll tell you if I do. Next up is Frank the Dracovish. Frank is our only Pokemon that came every single time, and hopefully they can carry us to victory this time. We're running Choice Band, Leech Life, Crunch. I don't think Earth Crunch is actually the best idea. I think actually Iron Head is going to be slightly better. So I'm going to replace Crunch with Iron Head. We are Bulky Band, so this thing is, and we're running Choice Band this time because we're not outspeeding a lot of their team. Outrage is an option actually, because with the Choice Band, I recently found out that even if they go into something that's immune, like Florges, Outrage doesn't lock you in if you're up against something that's immune to you. So that's great. Most of the time we're going to be clicking Fisher's Rend. Fisher's Rend bops Zapdos if we outspeed it, which we have a small chance to if they're min speed. Bops Tyranitar, bops Domanitan. Not even Dragapult wants to take a Outrage. Dracovish, if we use it correctly, can destroy their team. Scarlet is coming this week. Scarlet started as my least favorite member of the team and has climbed up the ranks to being one of my favorite. This is the set that Sir Kill gave us. We are min speed because we're not outspeeding anything, but we're incredibly bulky. As you can see, we are max defense there with a lot of HP. This thing can take hits all day. Cannot take hits from the Dragapult, but it can take stuff from the Zapdos. Actually might want to put in a little bit of stuff into the special defense. I'm not sure. I might check that stuff as well afterwards. We're running Roost so we can take hits a lot. Toxic because Toxicking Zapdos on a switch is great. Superpower is there for the Tyranitar, and Bullet Punch is just there for the rest of their team. This thing is very bulky, as you can see. I might want to put a little bit into special defense, but we will see. Yeah, we will see. Next up is Panoptes. Panoptes came last week, did really, really well. I'm running pretty much the exact same set this time, with a little less into special attack. We're running Toxic because Toxicking any members of their team is always great. Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin because they like to switch out a lot and that could be great. Rapid Spin to get rid of any hazards they set up. Scorching Sands because burning their physical attackers like Muzzle and Tyranitar would be amazing. And Toxic for Toxicking like Zapdos and Forgus and their bulky members. Finally, Darkpaw is coming this week. Darkpaw has not come too much this season, however, it is a solid Pokemon. Fur coat, so this thing is very, very bulky. We're actually running like max special defense with a little bit into speed because I'm not too worried about outspeeding members of their team. I'm more worried about just hitting them. If we can knock off the Dragapult's Choice Scarf, that would be so good. So I really want to get that done. Foul Play does a lot of damage because they're a very physical team. Parting Shot also just weakening them is great. And finally, Toxicking any of the members of the team, as I mentioned, would always be great. Anyway, sorry this was a bit of a longer team builder. Thank you for watching if you did. I'm going to go ahead and hop into the match. And yeah, I'll see you there. This has been a great season. I've had so much fun. And I'm really excited for like this match and anything that comes after that. Whether that be making it to the semi-finals or if we're just done. That's fine too. It's been fun. It hasn't been the best season for us, obviously. But it's been quite busy. And I had fun when I did. And that's all that matters, really. So anyway, thank you all for watching this season. No matter if this is your first video or you've watched every video so far, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the match, and I will see you all there. Okay, it's time. We're in the match. They bring Dragapult, Zapdos, and Darmanitan again. Bronzong, Tyranitar, and Cloyster all totally new. That's interesting. I feel like, out of possible leads, the Dragapult, Tyranitar, and Bronzong are all quite likely. Last time, I led Panoptes, and they led Dragapult. So they might lead Dragapult again. I could lead Darkpaw to try to like knock off if they lead Dragapult, because Darkpaw's quite good in this matchup here. Could lead Sizzle, but Sizzle wouldn't be great if they decide to lead with Dragapult again. Could lead Frostbite, but Frostbite kind of gets messed up if they have Tyranitar. What is it? Mega Tyranitar versus Alolan Persian Darkpaw. They really mess us up. We can knock off. Well, knock off doesn't work. I could parting shot out though and try to mess this thing up a bit. So I think Darkpaw's a totally solid lead. They lead Bronzong. That's totally fine by me if they want to set up Stealth-Fox. We have ways to get rid of them. Yeah, Foul Play does a lot of damage. Like a lot. I might knock off here though in case I want to swap out into something else. Foul Play could take it down to like 81%. I mean to like 20%. Sorry. So I might just Foul Play here. Yeah, I'm going to Foul Play. Because that does the most damage. And they might want to go into Tyranitar. They're going to protect, okay. They can take that. I'm going to go for knock off this time. Because I think they're probably going to try to switch out. They know, if they switch out, the worst possible situation would be they switch out into Tyranitar. And knock off doesn't do much. It'll do like 2% to Tyranitar. It'll do like 30% to this thing if they don't do anything else. They probably think I'm going to Foul Play again though. Because I'm not the best player in the world and they're going to try to be working off that. Okay, we got rid of this thing's item and they're going to be able to set up their rocks. Yep, there we go, that's fine. Panoptes can get rid of those and nothing on the team apart from Frostbite is particularly weak to them. I'm going to Foul Play here. Okay, so this thing is very bulky. Okay, so that did 39%, I'm just going to Foul Play again. Should have seen that one coming. We're going to reveal our leftovers, they might have already known about those. Okay, I'm going to Foul Play one more time. See if that knocks this thing out. I'm a bit annoyed about Darkpaw being toxic, but it should be fine, I think. Actually, I could parting shot off into Panoptes here, because this thing doesn't seem to have an attack move, but I don't want Panoptes being toxic. Okay, I'm going to get to Foul Play the Zapdos. Okay, and they are not leftovers. Okay, what does the Zapdos do against us? This thing probably's got heavy-duty boots. Discharge is like 38%. I could parting shot out into something else, like Panoptes. I'm going to do that. So we're faster than this thing. 293. Okay, what can Zapdos do to Claydol? Claydol, Panoptes. Really not very much. They might try to settle like a Tailwind. No, they're gonna go for Sub. Okay. I'm gonna go for Rapid Spin here. They're gonna Toxic us. That could be very annoying. I'm gonna get rid of those. Panoptes can't do anything against this thing, so I'm not staying in. What do I do against this thing? If I get stalled out by a Zapdos at this point in the game, I'm going to be so upset. I can't go into Frank here. This thing might not be carrying, like, Heat Wave. With what it's got. So if I have Scarlet, not Scarlet, it's Sizzle. Yeah, Heat Wave destroys us, but this thing's got a negative special attack. So we can take one Heat Wave at least. Bullet Punch doesn't get rid of its stuff though. We can't do anything to this thing apart from Rapid Spin, which really isn't good enough. How much does Rapid Spin do to this? Could I do it again and then Claydol, Panoptes. Okay, Rapid Spin is like 7%, so it'll take multiple turns. And they could set up on us or something. What about Darkpaw? What can Darkpaw do against this thing? Alolan Persian, Darkpaw. Foul Play can get rid of this thing's stuff, so I'm gonna go with that. They're gonna Hurricane. That's gonna be like 34%. Okay, I'm gonna Foul Play here, because I should be able to knock this substitute away. It did not fade. I'm gonna go for Foul Play again. I've got to. That's a very annoying set. Okay, we'll get it to fade, and they're just going to set it up again. Please don't do this to me, Voldark. You're a better person than this. I want to think you're a better person than this. They're going to miss a hurricane. They deserve it if they're trying to stall me out. I hate stall with every fibre of my being. Okay, I'm going to foul play. Faded, they're just going to sub again. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go into Frostbite and just try to start hitting return. Mega Evolve. Yeah, I'm just going to start hitting this thing with return. I've got to just brute force my way through. That's going to get it to fade. They're going to roost back up to full, but we're faster than this thing. I'm just going to return again. Do I want to set up spikes because they're probably going to switch out here? Because we're faster, we knock this thing out. With, yeah, return destroys this thing. It does not take a return. So they're probably going to swap out, so I'm going to go for spikes. No, I'm going to return. I cannot risk it. I'm not letting things set up a sub and just... Actually, yeah, if it talks success, that's a problem. So I need to get rid of this thing. I'm going to go for the return. It's annoying if they go into something like Tyranitar. Do I want to set up spikes? Oh, what was that? Okay, I'm going to go for a return. They're going to go into Cloister. This thing's going to resist. Yeah, and is it leftovers? No, it's not. Okay. I think against the Cloister, we can go into Frankenstein Fish Sending. Water Absorb would be great here right now, but we don't have it. But Frank can probably take any water type move from this thing. They're going to set up their spikes. We still have Panoptes in the back, so I can Fish Send here. They do not have a Water Absorb on. So something isn't going to like this, because they didn't bring Mega Scepter out this time. They just straight up brought a stall team. Okay. Because I bought a team that's like it's not a stall team, definitely. But they bought a team that's just sit and stall us, and then Dragapult comes in and sweeps us. I'm gonna Fish Send again. Wait, that only gets rid of 45% of its health, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna knock this thing out. Frank isn't totally important in this matchup. They've got to let this Cloister go, right? They've got to let the Cloister go down here. I guess stall is a viable strat and you want to work around it. This reminds me of that Frank Ocean game. Not Frank Ocean is a totally different person. Matt Ocean, who's a an incredible Draft League YouTuber. I think I mentioned him a few times on this channel. And in his games, he will... In one of his games against Crimson Seabad, who's another amazing Draft League YouTuber, he bought a stall Raikou. And I think it was either 6 or like 5-0'd Crimson Seabad in playoffs. Like it was like first or second round of playoffs. So it wasn't very early on, but it's still in playoffs. And a kind of I think Crimson Seabad left Draft League for a little bit after that. He was so pissed off, and there was a lot of like just in that very small circle of the community between Crimson Seabag and Machine, everyone was very emotional. I'm like either defending Stall, like very anti-Stall. Okay, so against this thing, Dragapult, if it's a Choice Scarf set versus my Djokovic, Frank. Fisher Sentinel is like 62% if this thing wants to try to set up, which I'm not going to let it do. I think Frank should just go down here though. They're going to Hex and knock it out. I can go into Frostbite and I can return here. Yeah, should be able to take a hit from this thing. If it's Choice Scarf, if it's not Choice Specs or Choice Scarf, like I can take a Hex. Yep, this thing should not take a return. I mean, it does, but we should be faster. 181 speed. Yeah, we're faster than this thing. Bye, Bellboy. They had to sack the thing off. We got to keep Frostbite alive. So that means they're definitely probably Choice Scarf. We're running out of ways to deal with that though. We've got to get Claydol in and remove those spikes. At least their ways of sending out spikes are gone now. Trying to figure out if were we faster than the Zapdos? Zapdos is faster. Okay, in comes this thing. No counter. We'll see about that. Frostbite is very important here. We actually probably outspeed this thing if it's not Choice Scarf. Mega Glalie Frostbite versus a what's this thing called? A Darmanitan. Like the Choice Scarf Darmanitan, Oko's Earthquake does not deal with this, so I got to swap out. Like honestly, I think I got to sack someone off here. Scizor is not that great, which sucks because it was very useful against the Zapdos because we could Toxic it. Actually, Scizor might be able to get through a Zapdos with a Roost because it can't be Toxic and can Toxic back. Do I sack off T-Chicken or Panoptes here then? Can't sack off Panoptes. How much does Panoptes take from this? Yeah, Panoptes goes down to a Flare Blitz. I can't let Frostbite go down because Frostbite's needed for the Dragapult. Scarlet's pretty great here. I think T-Chicken. I gotta sack off T-Chicken. Sorry, T-Chicken. That sucks. Yeah. So, Zapdos, Galar, T-Chicken, would T-Chicken regularly be... So if they were Choice Scarf, that was a roll. Okay, I gotta go in Panoptes to try to hurt this. I think I just lose. Okay, I'm gonna get to Scorching Sands to Tyranitar. Burn it, come on, burn. Okay, that sucks. I'm gonna Rapid Spin here. I gotta get rid of these Stealth Rocks for Frostbite. Hopefully I can take a hit. I didn't swap out. Cool, I'm gonna get rid of those hazards. This big speed is 265, our base speed is 279, so we can Scorching Sands here again. Do I get a burn? They're gonna Dragon Dance. I don't know who's faster. This thing's probably faster at this point. I got a Scorching Sands again. They're gonna Pursuit and knock us out. Okay, I've got to go into Scarlet and I got a Bullet Punch. Yeah, I got a Bullet Punch. We do not knock it out. 5 punch. Yeah, there we go. We lost. Well, that's the end of the season. I don't think I ever really recovered from Zapdos. Yeah, that's the end of the season. Not as fun a game as last time. I think what happened there was I saw the Zapdos and I thought, I'm going to have to play around this, and I kind of like, my whole brain went into, I've got to destroy the Zapdos, but they still had 5 other Pokemon. Congratulations to Voldoc for the win. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. Yeah, anyway, it was a fun season. I wish it hadn't ended in a match like that. I'm not saying it was a bad match at all. I just wish it would have been a bit closer. than a total, like, destruction like that. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. It's been a fun season. It was fun using these Pokemon. Season 4, I might not do Season 4, honestly. I'm just not feeling at all enthused. I haven't felt enthused about Draft League this entire season. So I might just not do Season 4. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a dogtastic day. I will see you all in the next one, and ODF out. Goodbye.